Welcome.
Hello!
Good morning to all of you. My name Kishev Buteya. Today I am going to represent a story of the Browning version of Class 11th from book Hornbill. So let's begin. So before begin the lesson, let's know about characters. Hello everyone, I am Frank Hunter, a young schoolmaster, watches Taplo's moves unseen.
Hey everyone, I am Millie Crocker Harris. I am quite different from my husband named Andrew Crocker Harris. But I have another affair with Frank Hunter, that is, I love Frank Hunter.
Hello everyone, I am Taplo, a 16 years old boy studying in lower 5th. Hey everyone, I am headmaster who is highly disciplined and won't compromise with rules and regulations to suffice sentiments of the students. This is an excerpt from the Browning version ***. The scene is set in a school. Frank is young and Crocker Harris, middle-aged. Both are masters. Taplo is a boy of 16 who has come in to do extra work for Crocker Harris. But the letter has not yet arrived, and Frank finds Taplo waiting. Let's begin. Do I know you? No, sir. What's your name? Taplo. Taplo. No, I don't. You're not a scientist, I gather? No, sir. I'm still in the lower 5th. I can't speculate until next term, that's to say, if I've got my remove all right. Don't you know if you've got your rem? No sir, Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't tell us the results like the other masters. Why not? Well, you know what he's like, sir. I believe there's a rule that form results should only be announced by the headmaster on the last day of term. Yes, but who else pays attention on it? Expect Mr. Crocker Harris? I don't, I admit, but that's no criterion. So you've got to wait until tomorrow to know your fate, have you? Yes, sir. Supposing the answer is favorable, what then? Oh, science, sir, of course. Yes. You get all slackers. I'm extremely interested in science, sir. Are you? I'm not. Not at least, in the science I have to teach. Well, anyway, sir, it's a good deal more exacting than this muck, indicating this book. What is this muck? Aeschylus, sir. The Agamemnon. And the hour considers view is that the Agamemnon is muck? Well, no, sir. I don't think the play is muck, exactly. I suppose, in a way, it's rather a good plot. Really? A wife murdering her husband and all that. I only meant the way it's taught to us, just a lot of Greek words strung together in 50 lines if you get them wrong. You sound a little bitter, Taplo. I am rather, sir. Captain. No, sir. Extra work. Extra work, on the last of school. Yes, sir, and I might be playing golf. You'd think he'd have enough to do anyway himself, considering he's leaving tomorrow for good. But I don't know, I missed a day last week when I was ill, so here I am, and look at the weather, sir. Bad luck. STLL, there's one comfort. You're pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy and taking extra work. Well, I am not so sure, sir. That would be true of the ordinary masters, all right. They just wouldn't dare not to go give a cheaper remove after his taking extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply to the Croc, Mr. Croc Harris. I asked him yesterday outright if he'd give me a remove, and do you know what he said, sir? No. What? My dear Taplo, I have given you exactly what you deserve. No less. And certainly no more. Do you know, sir, I think he may have marked me down, greater than up, for taking extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Sorry, sir. Have I gone too far? Yes. Much too far. Sorry, sir. I got carried away. Ertalpow. My dear Taplo, I have given you exactly what you deserve. No less. And certainly no more. Not in the least like him. Read your nice Aeschylus and be quiet. Aeschylus. Look, what time did Mr. Crocker Harris tell you to be here? 6:30, sir. Well, he's 10 minutes late. Why don't you cut? You could still play golf before lockup. Oh, no, I couldn't cut. Cut the Croc, Mr. Crocker Harry? I shouldn't think it's ever been done in the whole time he's been here. God knows what would happen if I did. He'd probably follow me home, or something. I must admit I envy him the effect he seems to have on you boys in the form. You all seem scared to death of him. What does he do? Beat you all, or something? Good lord, no. He's not a sadist, like one or two of the others. I beg your pardon? A sadist, sir, is Samio who gets pleasure out of giving pain. Indeed? But I think you went on to say that some other masters. Well, of course, they are, sir. I won't mention names, but you know them as well as I do. Of course I know most masters think your boys don't understanding a thing, but, sir, you're different. You're young, well, comparatively, anyway, and your size. You must know what sadism is. Good lord. What are our schools coming to? Anyway, the Croc isn't a sadist. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't be so frightening if he were, because at least it would show he had some feelings. But he hasn't. He's all shriveled up inside like him. It's funny, that. I don't know any other master who doesn't like being liked. And I don't know any boy who doesn't use it for his own purposes. Well, it's natural, sir, but not with the Croc. Mr. Crocker Harris. Mr. Crocker Harris. The funny thing is that in spite of everything, I do rather like him. I can't help it. And sometimes I think he sees it and that seems to shrivel him up even more. I'm sure you're exaggerating. No, sir, I'm not. Informed the other day he made one of his classical jokes. Of course nobody laughed because nobody understood it, myself included. Still, I knew he'd meant it as funny, so I laughed. Out of ordinary common politeness, and feeling a bit sorry for him for having made a poor joke. Now I can't remember what the joke was, but suppose I make it. Now you laugh, sir. Teplo, you laughed at my little joke, I noticed. I must confess that I am pleased at the advance your Latin has made since you so readily have understood what the rest of the form did not. Perhaps, now, you would be good enough to explain it to them, so that they too can share your pleasure.
The door upright is pushed open and Millie Crocker Harris enters. She is a thin woman in her late 30s, rather more smartly dressed than the general run of schoolmaster's wives' basket. She is wearing a cap and carries a shopping basket. She closes the door and then stands by the screen watching Taplo and Frank. It is a few seconds before they notice her.
Come along, Teplo. Do not be so selfish as to keep a good joke to yourself. Tell the others. Oh Lord. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Do you think she heard? I think she did. She was standing there quite a time. If she didn't, she tells him, there goes my remove. Nonsense.
Millie takes the basket from the CD board, the table, and puts the basket on it. Waiting for her husband?
Yes.
He's at the bursars and might be there quite a time. If I were you, I'd go.
He said most particularly I was to come.
Well, why don't you run away for a quarter of an hour and come back?
Supposing he gets here before me?
I'll take the blame. I tell you what, you can do a job for him. Take this prescription, get it made up.
All right, Mrs. Crocker Harris. Curtain falls. That's it. Thanks for watching.